Estheria banner is out and many people are unsure about skipping or pulling for this character. I am here to offer advice on the matter and explain my reasoning about why you should skip her if you are a new player. Hello everyone, I am Telos, a Korean server veteran, and I have been playing this game for almost a year now. With this experience I want to help the new and veteran players by offering my insight on the matter. And let's start with the star of the show, Estheria. I got her to T3, however I'm not planning to max her out or even go to T5. The reason is she's not a DPS, like she's a support character, and she has a specific niche that fulfills very well, and that's it. However, sadly, she's a backline chaos wizard, and her ultimate skill increases the damage taken by wizards, while her active skill reduces the healing the enemy receives. So about these two skills, her ultimate is okay, like increasing the damage taken by wizard is good. However, there's only two good wizard DPSs in the game at the moment, and one is Tiamat and the other is Eva, assuming you also have her on high dupes. If you're a new player and if you don't have any of these characters, like you're not going to benefit from Estheria at all. And even if you have them, like let's say you have Tiamat, you don't need Estheria to increase Tiamat's damage. Like go for Galahad instead. The damage increase won't be much, and you're better off having another supportive character that gives more defensive values. And her passive is a fear CC, which is nice, but it's not always viable, because as you progress further into game you will see lots of enemies that are immune to incapacitation. However, this kinda somewhat decreased in the late game, so it's kinda iffy. I mean, it's nice to have, but just for this I wouldn't pick her. And the other passive is increasing magic attack for whole team, which is nice, and giving her critical hit chance, which is average. Just for these stats and skills, she is sadly not good enough for a new player. If you're a veteran, it kinda depends on where you are. I would say it is a safe bet to pull for her if you're a veteran. I would go for copy and the card at least, because the regen is sometimes an issue in the late game when you're pushing hell mode or hard mode, in the latest chapters especially. And you sometimes see the regen in the tower as well, like the what was called the Abyss Tower, and I believe the Crack in the World 3 too, for a few stages too, if I'm not wrong. However, if you're a new player, as I said, you don't pull for her. Like, you can go for one copy and that's it. The main copium about her is we are like, it's almost certain getting the Morgana ult, which is, if you don't know her, is this character. She's going to be get an ult in the anniversary. She can have a synergy with Estheria. People are hoping that is the case. However, if that is not the case, sadly, it will be waste of gems for the new players. And for personally, I wouldn't take that risk. Like, you can go for a copy, with her. However, not to T5 or T3. Just get the card and her and you should be fine. And for the reruns, we have Percival and Anessa. I want to go over them for a little bit. Percival was used to be a pretty bad character. She was very underwhelming, but nowadays she's not bad. Like she's not amazing, but she's a good tank. She gives shields and reduces the attack of the enemy. Sadly, I don't have her on high dupes. I was unlucky with that. But her kid is nice. She doesn't buff your offensive capabilities, but she is really tanky and she really reduces the enemy's offensive capabilities. So if you don't have any tank, she is a good pick. And especially in the PvP, she is very good, but that is also assuming you have her on at least like a T3 or something. She's really oppressive in the PvP setting because of the amount of the shield she gives. People are pairing her with Erin, and you basically have like unlimited amount of shield and you never lose HP. And the other character is Anessa. Anessa is a good melee DPS, but she needs someone to freeze to get enabled. So if you have Merlin, she's worth pulling, but the issue with melee DPSs is in the early game the knight DPSs are not that good. The early game meta is mostly having tank knights like Balsei or Lancelot and have your wizards do the damage, or go full HP and have maxed out Lancelot and use Lancelot as a DPS. So that is the weakness of the melee DPSs. If you're a veteran player and if you're attacking Mercia Castle in Avalon, I will say you can pull for it. She's often used in the Mercia Gate. However, we also have Summer Mary for that, but I still use both of them in Mercia Gate. And lastly, the pets. In my opinion, the Estheria pet is the one that's worth pulling for most, especially for the new players, because this pet is very useful in the early game and even for the late game almost. The damage reduction it gives, it's really important, and it will enable you to push deficit content like story pushing in deficit, because damage reduction is the most important stat when you are pushing the campaign if you're in level deficit. And the Anessa pet is more of a raid pet, I will say. It's a good attack pet, but I would rather use Estheria pet if I was a new player, because it doesn't give damage reduction like Estheria. So yeah, that's mostly it. We will see next month how we will Morgana perform, whether it was the HOPIUM to pull for Estheria or was it necessary to pull Estheria for the new Morgana alt. To recap things out, if you're a new player, pull for the Estheria pets first. Go for T5, don't go half measures like T3 or T2. If you're pulling for a pet, always go for T5 or don't pull it at all. And other than that, you can skip the rest of the characters and save your resources for the new Morgana. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.